Quickly give Araki a shot of Buster. We're losing him. We're losing him. Give him a shot of glue. We need the glue, stat. What type of glue? Elmer's glue. JP, that beginners tournament is full of pros. I lost there too. Seriously? How's a beginners tournament full of pros? Shouldn't they just fact check that and actually just accept beginners? Like to a certain criteria? If it's a beginner tournament, why are there pros there? That's just like, that math doesn't math right, you know? That math doesn't math right. Actual beginners stand no chance. Yeah, no shit. I'm not complaining too much. Getting beaten to a pulp is a good way to learn the game. True. But as my first fighting game, it really helps getting over the freezing during actually matches. It helps getting over the freezing during actual matches I had. Huh. Okay, interesting. Not freeze per se, but my brain used to stop working even more and default to random button presses. Yeah, I've gotten that a lot. At the very start, I've gotten that that was very frequent. That was the main thing that I struggled with. Like literally, if I get into a block, like if players are mixing me up and I'm just blocking, I am not even looking at anything. My whole point, the only thing that's stuck in my head is just block, not counter or do something to get out of the block, because I'm just gonna get chipped out. That's a definite issue. Indeed it is. This is why I think the extra stress of tournament helps a lot. I mean, yeah, if you can get used to that stress, then it definitely helps. If you can get used to it, because that's pretty much that's like the pinnacle. And like in regular matches, you won't care as much, but you still care a little bit, and pretty much the stress compared to the tournaments and compared to regular play is going to be pretty much nothing. So your regular gameplay will actually improve because you're just not going to be stressed as much. And though the tower, flawed as it is the best way to both learn and have fun at the same time. True. I would tend to agree. Yeah, the tower is flawed in a lot of ways. Like no way it is a perfect system, but it's one of the better systems. It's one of the better systems. I always play my floor and I got here. There's no need to torture yourself by punching above your weight constantly. And sometimes it's fun. Like sometimes it's legitimately fun because like for me personally, like I get what you mean. Like going through floors, you definitely will improve. It might be slow at some points, it might be fast at some points, but it is for now the best way that I've seen personally. But facing off against stronger opponents, like I love facing against Silver and Prince and Lesson Man because they're just that good. And you know, it doesn't, like, it's not the same effect when I am fighting, like when I'm in rotation. But when I can rematch, if I can rematch them non-stop, boy, my brain starts to cook. Cause slowly and surely I start figuring it out. And then I start doing new shit, and that is where a lot of my current stuff that I have actually comes from. Obviously sometimes it's just random and I just remember to do it, but a lot of the shit that I know does come from the higher level play. Even though everyone said it's not worth it, you're just pretty much not doing anything, you're just losing. But that kind of shit does teach you a lot. JP, me too. I need a Celestial to rematch constantly for real. Yeah, that's why I very much enjoyed when Silver still had some free time to play, you know? Like, of course he has uni now, I can't fault him for that. Like, he's getting his shit together, he's doing life stuff. Understandable. But I really did enjoy it, even though I lost every single fucking round. But there were glimpses of that fucking moment where everything just started clicking right here. When everything started clicking right here, that's when it felt fucking magical. That is when shit felt fucking magical. And that's why I love playing this shit. Even if I fucking die. Even if I die, I love playing this shit. Because you're just hoping for that moment, you know? That's like your peak moments of gaming. From experience in CS, I can tell you that facing better players helps because it teaches you a lot more about a higher skill play. Yeah, that's the main point. That is definitely the main point. And especially with fast matches like a fighting game, or so I'd say, fast matches in a fighting game, you're in and out non-stop. You're in and out non-stop, especially if you can replay it with the same person. That's what makes it really good. Because at that point, you could go for like 4 hours non-stop. You'll probably be 15-0 match count wise, but you don't give a shit. Because you're actually learning stuff, and it's actually fun to lose. They fix people's complaints about May by making even stupider characters true. like the newest one, Elphelt. Who the fuck asked for that? Quickly give Araki a shot of Buster. We're losing him. We're losing him. Give him a shot of glue. We need the glue, stat. What type of glue? Elmer's glue. Elphelt homie gun could have been cool, but no. You have to hit the 214S. Just guess, haha. I can feel that. Even fighting her now, like, she's not that. If you can figure her out, she's not that bad, but it just doesn't feel good. Like, it just doesn't feel good. Like, I lose more times to Johnny, but Johnny feels like okay, fair enough, I lost. With Elphelt, it doesn't feel like that. With Johnny, I literally feel like, okay, I lost. With Elphelt, I'm like, just what the fuck? I don't know why. It's literally just like my judgment on characters in general in this game is literally just based by feel. Obviously, in the spur of the moment, it is just reaction based. It is literally just reaction based. There is no common sense to it whatsoever. But the point is that when I'm actually thinking about characters and how they feel to fight against, that is how I judge if a character is good or not. Because that's pretty much how I started with my main Nago. Like that goes the same for picking a main and for facing against other players. How do they feel? My thoughts exactly. Like it or not, the game shouldn't be designed for the pros. It's the biggest casual audience the franchise has ever seen. True. Strive is the biggest, like, for anime fighting game wise, it is definitely one of the biggest ones that ever came out, that introduced a lot of new people to Guilty Gear in general and anime fighting games, and that should not be taken lightly, you know? That should not be taken lightly. That should be like still the main focus. Yes, of course, everyone's just praying to God that please change this, please change that. Like, yes, they're doing good changes. They're doing good changes. At the end of the day, I'm thinking new changes are good changes, even though a lot of people might not like it, a lot of people might bounce, but those new changes can bring in new people. And that's what the game needs. It just needs new people, especially with the seasonal based release schedule of the characters, of all the new mechanics and everything. That is definitely what the game needs at the moment. And the pros, unfortunately, yeah, of course, it's the most hyped thing to watch the pro level play. But the problem is with that, that's not your core audience. That's not your core audience. The pros are gonna play whatever like, if they like it or not. The pros are gonna play whether they like it or not. And there's even if the pros leave, there's always gonna be more pros. So, you know, in a better sense, it will, like, characters should not be made by pro standards. Obviously, get their feedback for actual development of the character. If you're doing like NDA testing and whatever, get the feedback from the people. That's a fact, because that is needed. Because obviously the pros will tell you what is good on the high end, but on the low end, you need basic players. Basic players are your main audience. So regardless of how much Prince and Lesson tell us just react, Elphelt's bullshit is too much, man. Yeah, it's legitimately too much. It does not feel good. Dust, like you boys see me, I can't react to Dust, but that still feels fair, cause I see it. I mentally react to it. I just don't have the physical reaction yet. Even if I get hit by the dust, or if I guess block the dust, that's fine. I am fine with that. I'm mad at myself that I miss it, because I know that I react to it, because that is actually reactable. But the point is, the bullshit from Elphelt is not reactable. Like, yes, at the top level, it is reactable. Elphelt is a low tier character. Say whatever the hell you want. I'm just spewing bullshit, by the way. But don't expect that the 1% to be all the percentages. Like, casual players are not that. Like, I even consider myself still a casual player. Yes, I do this with streaming and everything. I will never see myself as a pro. I just don't got the skill. I just enjoy this game for fun. Yeah, free, get off. Mess you never use also, lol. Use resources, don't react. I mean, yeah, but what if I don't have any resources? What then? Like, I use up my resources pretty fast. Like, that's the problem. I use up my resources pretty fast. What then? What do I gotta do then? I can't react. What do I gotta do then? Yes, of course, you have resources. The game gives you tension bar, it gives you the burst bar, it gives you all the right things that you need to actually be able to counteract a lot of the bullshit that even some other characters have that can be thrown down at you. But still, some things should have a limit. And then being stuck in a block string for forever, then it just doesn't feel good. Like, I'm not saying that you can't do it or whatever. Obviously, I'm still a shitter at the game. Don't get me wrong, I'm still a shitter at the game. But it should not feel bad when you're playing. That's the main point I'm getting at. Like, yeah, you have every single bit of power to try to play against it. And you can play against it if you just focus on it. But it should not feel bad to fight against. And unfortunately, Elphelt feels bad to fight against. And that is just probably my scrub lord ass, my beginner scrub lord ass not being able to do shit. But that feeling does not go away. That feeling does not go away. Yeah, but why should we have to waste said resources when she can do it again for free? Yeah, like talk about wasting resources. I have to manage double my shit because I have an actual blood bar as well. Like, I have double resources that I have to manage, while she can just have all that. Not even like with quarter circles, like quarter circle S, quarter circle heavy slash. When she's in that string of hers, she just has it for free. She just does one thing and then she has everything like that for free. Like, it does not feel good. And obviously I'm not putting myself in the victim spot just to put myself in the victim spot, but I'm just talking in general, because there's a lot of other characters like like Zato. She'll just fucking destroy him with a projectile. And he has plenty of resources, but that doesn't really make a difference. I don't know. It's just a weird take. But just because it's a new character that I found was not that well done in my eyes, in my opinion. Obviously, my opinion doesn't mean shit, just because I haven't been playing this game for a shit long time. But I would say even any opinion is valid if it's structured correctly. 'Cause you can get a lot of useful information out of anything. It takes 10 minutes to figure out her gameplay and counter. It's shallow. She's super low tier. I mean, you say that, but still, it doesn't feel like that. Like, yes, you can break it down into logic. I understand that. You can definitely break it down into logic, but it doesn't feel good. Like, yeah, you could beat her. It doesn't feel good. The point of this game is for shit to feel good, fair. That's at least the way I see games. If you're playing a game, doesn't matter if it's a fighting game, shooter game, or whatever game, if it feels bad, having any sort of interaction, losing, winning an encounter, doing anything, if it feels bad, there's probably an issue with it, and it has to be looked into. If you're not deflect shielding, you lose. I mean, yeah, but fair enough. You lose all your deflect shielding and you don't get a chance to get in again, just because they master the dodges. The issue is psychological and on your end. I mean, fair enough, so it is on my end, but I'm gonna keep saying it just feels bad. Like, that opinion doesn't change. Like, yes, I win against her. Like, I noticed that she's not that complicated. She's definitely not a complicated character. That's why she's easy to use. I prefer things in this game that you don't enjoy because I like challenges. I mean, who's saying that I don't like challenges? I like challenges as well. There's nothing wrong with challenges. I enjoy a good challenge. I literally just said a few minutes before that, like, I enjoy playing against tougher opponents because I like the challenge. I like learning from that. I'm not saying that I don't enjoy the challenge. I'm not mad or whatever. Like, it's all right. Just have your own opinions. It's all good. Everyone's allowed to have their own opinions. I just find it not good. That's it. That doesn't mean the whole game needs to be canceled or someone just has to listen to me. I'm just saying my shit, and that's it. Like, yeah, you prefer it. Good for you. You enjoy it. I'm happy for you. I don't need to prove my opinion right for some reason. It's just my opinion. I find it good, lol, that's all. Yeah, and I respect it. Like, that's the point. You have more knowledge of the game. You have more experience with the game. You are a better authority of saying what is actually wrong with it, technicality wise. I am not. That's why your opinion is valid. Your opinion is probably more valid than mine. But I still stand by what I said. There's like nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying anything's wrong with that. I went on a little bit of a rant, not gonna lie. I went on a bit of a rant. Sorry about that, boys. I don't know. I felt like I just had some shit to say, that's all. I feel better after that rant, to be honest. I mean, same. It's good to talk about that shit. There's just no reason to get too heated about it, you know? Take it as it is. Shit's not gonna change even if you rant about it, but it just helps talking about it, you know? It just helps talking about it and clearing your mind off of it so that you don't have it in your head just replaying non-stop. That's what helps me most of the time. Just talking about it or just going through my mind of a normal debate like conversation in my head. That's always a main thing that helps me get through shit and figure out a right path to take in opinions as well. I'm not gonna lie, I pretty much already forgot what the fuck I said. I literally just got that all out of my system and my brain just went, alright, select all, delete. Don't need that in my head anymore. Literally, I don't even remember what the fuck I said. I know I talked about Elphelt. Hopefully, you know, it all made sense, at least a little bit. And I wasn't just rambling on, repeating the same thing over and over again. I probably was, but it doesn't really matter. I'm having fun, I don't care. It is what it is. Anyways, I appreciate y'all for sticking around. I hope you have a good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. And I will see you in the next one. Peace.